Today is a truly historic and joyful day for the Seattle Mariners organization, our fans, and the game of baseball across 2 continents.
There it is, the brand new Ichiro statue. Emerson Hancock on the mound tonight. One of the very best pitching staffs in baseball, going up against one of the very best lineups in baseball early on this year. Little inside out flare into straightaway right field. And the catch made easily. Luke Raley out there tonight. A couple of fly ball outs for Hancock to begin his night. Here comes Jose Altuve. A broken bat. And an easy pop up for Rivas.
That'll end the inning, so what a start for Emerson Hancock.
Imai making his first Astros start at night. You can see his 2 day starts that both resulted in just 3 hits allowed.
It's up and away for ball 4, so JP with a leadoff walk, and the Mariners looking for a spark. They're looking for somebody to ignite the offense. The Mariners dead last in the American League with a team batting average of 184. That will change, I think, starting tonight. Here's Cal Raleigh.
It's outside. Back-to-back walks to begin the Mariners' first inning.
Well, this is where the Mariners need to take advantage of Imai early in this ball game.
First and second with nobody out for Julio Rodriguez.
Chopping back to the mound over Imai. Tough play. Pena scoops, and he's got no throw. Julio too fast. It's an infield base hit, and the Mariners have him loaded up right away.
And the table is set for Josh Naylor.
To the backstop. Here comes J.P. Crawford. He's safe. Mariners on the board first.
A good read by J.P. Crawford. That ball rebounding back to Vasquez behind the dish. But he gets a good jump. There's that backward slider. He just cranks it into the dirt. Nothing but a wave by Vasquez. And J.P. getting that left foot in there safely.
The bases are loaded. It's been 3 walks, an infield base hit, and a wild pitch. And the Mariners very much in business.
Coming off a start by Christian Javier of 1 inning. Joe Espada and Omar Lopez know they need some length out of Tatsuya Imai to start this 4-game series, because today starts the beginning of a 13-game stretch in 13 days.
And it hit him with the bases loaded. The Mariners have scored 2 runs, 1 on a wild pitch, and now on a bases loaded hit by pitch.
And it's 2-0 Mariners. Seattle only has 1 hit. They're just taking what the Astros are giving them right now. Here's Luke Raley, left-handed hitting right fielder.
Soft chopper, second base. Isaac Paredes with a tag, throw to first base, and it's in time for the double play. A run scores. Randy is calling himself safe at second base. It's 3-0 Mariners. And Dan Wilson wants to challenge. Randy had some pretty strong conviction about that. Isaac Paredes playing second base for the first time this year. What happened?
Yeah, he does not get him right there. Good job by Rosarena of avoiding this tag. Paredes slows down to avoid the contact, but that glove never does
challenging the out call at second
touch a
base.
Rosarena.
Go on the field, he's overturned, runner is safe. Seattle retains the challenge.
Mariners have scored 3 runs without a ball leaving the infield so far.
Cole Young, the batter, left-handed hitting second baseman.
Inside, and the Mariners have him loaded up again, and that's going to be it.
What a disaster for the Astros here in the first. So for a second straight game, the Astros are going to pull a starter early. It was Christian Javier leaving after an inning due to injury on Wednesday in Denver. And tonight in Seattle, it's Tatsuya Imai leaving after throwing 36 pitches and walking 4 and only getting 1 out.
And Stephen Okert is coming out of the bullpen to try and get out of this.
And he'll take a look at Dom Canzone. The bases are loaded, only 1 out.
There you go. 3-pitch strikeout as Canzone goes down. Now bases loaded, 2 outs for Leo Rivas.
And Rivas skies this one. Shallow left side. Pena a couple of steps into the outfield, moving to his left, makes the 2-handed grab. And finally, this inning is over.
Second baseman Isaac Paredes will lead off the top half of the second.
And so many of these guys bought in so early, and they've been executing, which has made it really fun for Dan.
Well, there's an executed base hit by Isaac Paredes on a 2-0 pitch. That is the first hit allowed by Emerson Hancock at T-Mobile Park this year after 7 no-hit innings.
Christian Walker will stand in now.
Inside, ball 4, so Hancock only allows his 2nd walk of the season in his 3rd start. Now Carlos Correa back in the lineup for the first time since Monday, and he drills one to center field. That'll be down for a hit. Paredes held up just to make sure that Julio Rodriguez wasn't going to make a crazy catch, so he's not able to score. But a solid single up the middle, and all of a sudden the Astros have loaded the bases with nobody out.
This offense knows there's plenty of game left, so they're going to continue to put together good at-bats
Cam Smith saw his 8-game hit streak end Wednesday in Denver, batting .273.
Rivas, he makes the catch. A diving catch to take a hit away. And a critical play with the bases loaded.
So the base is still loaded. Now 1 out for Joey Loperfido, getting the start in center field today.
He struck him out.
2 outs now. Bases remain loaded. And now it's up to Christian Vasquez to make sure this isn't all for naught.
Line drive, base hit. Vasquez comes through with 2 outs. 2 runs will score. Here comes Correa. He'll be waved around. They clear the bases on a double by Christian Vasquez. We're tied at 3. Huge 2-out hit by the Astros catcher.
Crazy to think, but here in the second inning, that might be an understatement, TK. They needed that big swing right there, and Vasquez brings it.
Nobody better than the Astros with 2 outs. They lead the league in runs, hits, on base percentage, and Vasquez there with 2 strikes gets the big hit.
Boy, did the Astros need that. So he's in scoring position for Jeremy Pena, who flied out to right his first time.
Straightaway center field. Julio is underneath it.
And makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Well, the Astros get 3 back to tie it up.
And there's 1 away.
Here's Rivas, another left-handed batter. 1 for his last 18.
This is roped into right field. Rivas with a firm base hit in the 9-hole. 1 out, 1 on to the Ford Sports Desk hyphen.
That flips it to the top of the order. Here's J.P. Crawford.
He walked him. Now the Mariners in business with 1 out of the 4th inning. Here comes Cal Raleigh.
In the air to right field. Smith towards the line. Cam has it lined up. Tagging at second will be Rivas. He'll get to third. So the Mariners will put runners on the corners now with 2 out as Raleigh flies out to right. White will now go after Julio Rodriguez. To right, backing up Cam Smith, but he has it and puts it away for the final out of the inning. He'll be a leadoff base runner for the Astros in the 5th.
Vasquez 1 for 1.
Swing and a miss. Loperfido is safe. See if the Mariners want to challenge this or not. Look close. Mariners will challenge. Does he come off the bag at all?
Looks like he got him right on the helmet.
That's a good angle right there. New York might need to splice a couple of angles together to see a clear tag of the helmet and where his hand is. The left foot of Young blocks an angle there on the lip of the bag. But if you put these 2 together and time sync them, you might have something here. Let's find out.
The field is overturned. The runner's out. Seattle retains this challenge.
Yes, you can.
Josh Naylor walked in that bottom of the 1st inning.
Hit hard up the middle. Naylor with a base hit. Nice way to start the 5th for the Mariners. Bullpen is up for the Astros. Weiss has been pitching since the 3rd.
As Randy Arozarena stands in, he singled back in the 3rd inning and also had an RBI on a hit by pitch with the bases loaded in the 1st.
Wow! Wow! Randy house call! Man! Second deck!
Randy Arozarena way out to left field. A 2-run moonshot, his first home run of the season. And now the Mariners lead the Astros by a score of 5-3 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Randy had an RBI in the 1st. He was hit by a pitch. Now he drives in 2 with a big swing right here.
That was a big, big blast.
That's a sight for sore eyes.
Just what the Mariners were looking for. So the Mariners with the leadoff man aboard. Looking for insurance. A 2-run lead. Cole Young batting.
On the ground into right field. Young a base hit. Raley rumbles into 3rd base, and the Mariners in business. They've got him on the corners. Raley at 3rd, Young at 1st. Here's Canzone. Fly ball right center field. It's a gapper. Short hop in the wall. Raley in. Young held at 3rd. Dom Canzone drives in a little bit of insurance in the 7th inning. 6-3 Mariners.
Well, that's what we're talking about right there. 0-2 pitch, not a good one from France. He leaves this one elevated right out over the plate. And Canzone puts a charge into this one, hopping the wall out there in right field. It's all about the face, not just the hand gesture. As an Italian, it's about the face.
Chance to really open it up. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, no outs. Here's Rivas, infield in again.
To the backstop. Young sprinting home, and he slides in safe. 7-3 Mariners.
Astros are just giving the Mariners opportunity after opportunity.
And that's been the story of this road trip. Just gift after gift. Runner on 3rd, infielders in.
That was ball 4. And Vasquez having a long talk with the home plate umpire. Remember, the Astros are out of challenges.
Looks like he might be right.
And that was on the edge. If that would have been challenged, if they could have, that would have been a strike.
So runners on first and third. That'll bring up their leadoff man, J.P. Crawford, left-handed hitting shortstop.
Up the middle, into center field. Canzone scores. Rivas into third. J.P. Crawford with a ribby base hit. Now the Mariners just keep on playing add-on in the 7th inning. It's 8-3.
And you can go back to the wild pitch. It changes everything up defensively. Now you got to move the infield in. That ground ball was able to sneak on by. The Mariners taking advantage of walks and wild pitches and hit batters.
Here's Cal. Runners on the corners, nobody out.
Tackled. Paredes gets off the throw. It does bring home a run. It was kind of slow motion over there. Rivas crosses home. This has been quite the inning of insurance for the Mariners. It's now 9-3.
Those insurance runs will make you breathe easier in the 8th and 9th.
Here's Julio. All 9 batters have now scored.
Called third strike. He froze him with a breaking ball. Well executed curveball by J.P. France. Got him. Way to go, J.P. It was not a pretty inning, but he worked through 2 1/3. It's now 9-3. But now the Astros have back-to-back base hits heading towards Yordan Alvarez next up in the lineup. So 2 on here in the 8th inning with nobody out. Yordan hits one high in the air, deep to right field. Forget about it. Yordan Alvarez, number 5 on the season, drives in 3 with 1 swing. The Astros back within 3. It's now 9-6.
A little bit of excitement for the Astros. The offense still able to go out there and put up some numbers as Yordan gets a pitch he can handle and launches. 3 hits in this inning, all on the sweeper, and a lot of them hanging out over the plate. So the Astros, another big swing behind now.
Andres Munoz taking the field moments ago. A chance for his first save this year. Looking for his first opportunity even. Carlos Correa leads it off. Astros down to their final 3 outs in this one. He got him. Fishing in the other batter's box. 1 out.
This is just a great slider from Munoz.
1 out for Cam Smith. Fly ball deep. Arozarena in the alleyway in front of the track. 2 outs. A near capacity crowd on its feet. The Mariners 1 out away from a Game 1 win.
Close, but ball 4. No challenge from Raleigh, so Taylor Trammell will get an at-bat for the first time this year. And that is in ball 4. The Astros will bring the tying run to the plate on back-to-back 2-out walks here in the 9th.
You certainly did not want to see this lineup turn over as Pena steps up to the plate.
Munoz on a 2-2. Ground ball. Rivas backhand. Races to the bag. And that's the ball game. The Mariners win it 9-6 on what they hope is a get-right kind of night inside T-Mobile Park.
Great to see Munoz get his first save of the season. Emerson Hancock battled through 5 innings, giving up 3. Mariners 10 walks. 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position. But the big difference in the ball game tonight was the insurance runs. In the 7th, they put up a 4 spot to seal the deal here tonight.